Can we go into some of the more technical parts of selling the book?
Yeah, so basically once you go on submission, and this is applying to having an agent and approaching traditional publishing houses, you know, your agent is going to be sending your book to different editors that they've identified that they think the book could be appropriate for. So then it's kind of a lot of hurry up and wait. Like the book goes out, you know, and then maybe you're lucky and your book sells at auction for $1 billion and you're set. But for most books, it's going to take a number of months for those editors who are getting so many submissions to even get back to you. And then also, it's not, when I first went into it, I was like, oh, it's whether or not they, you know, you wrote a great book. That is not what has to do with whether your book sells. Writing a great book is what gets you through those doorsteps and gets you agented. Like you've gone through the hurdles. You wrote a great book, but now it's a business. So it's about, you know, what is that publishing house looking for their list? What do they think is selling? What do they think they can market? And that has nothing to do with the quality of your book. That has everything to do with the business, which you can't predict or control. So once that process happens, ideally you're going to get an offer or multiple offers and you're going to sell your book. So once that happens, in my case, I had a 3-book deal for the series. So you have deadlines for the subsequent books, and then you basically send off your manuscript. That manuscript goes to your editor. Your editor then is going to go through a revision process with you. In my case, I did not have to do a lot of developmental edits, but that could be an example where there are bigger things in the story that they want you to address or change. And then after that, you'll go through a line edit, which is where your editor will mark up your draft line by line. With notes, and I always try to think, oh, this makes the book a lot better. I love having a lot of eyes on my material. So that's a whole other pass. And then after line edits, you go to copy edits. And copy edits are grammar things, also tracking, you know, if like, you know, a character suddenly changes his names halfway through your book, which really shouldn't happen. Ideally, you don't have that. But, you know, that kind of stuff, looking at do things make sense? So kind of more of a technical pass. And then after that, the book gets set into a typeset, which is what it will look like on the page. And then even then you can go through it and still make adjustments and changes. But each time it's less and less and more specific and more specific. So there are a lot of passes just on the editorial aspect of getting your book ready for publication.